Hello and welcome everyone to another update video here on this channel about Bitcoin, Ethereum, QNT and also ADA. And of course we'll give you all the updates about my current long position, which I also scaled up yesterday for ADA. So yeah, let's jump straight into the charts. And we're starting here straight on an ADA 15 minutes time frame. And as you can see, I didn't change anything. Since yesterday's video, everything stayed quite the same. We reached my target area perfectly and we got support from it since now. Right now it's a very important decision point because as you can see, there is some kind of resistance above us and there is some upward sloping support coming up as well. So that can practically develop into an ascending triangle with a high percentage likelihood of breaking out towards the upside. But nothing is clear yet, just for that being said, because overall I was following this 5-wave move here perfectly. We reached several target areas. Up there I opened a short position and told you we need to come down in an ABC structure. I even made a small long position for the B wave and opened up the short again on the top of the B wave for the C. And that was then the moment where I scaled in again and practically scaled up my long position to an even bigger position size. And that's practically where we are. Let's discuss how would it develop if we would get another lower low. Is it, let's say, reasonable to keep that in the back mind? Let's say it can make one lower low here in this target region, most preferably, but it would not look too nice, to be honest. But let's be honest, I expected here an ABC down and then a straight bounce from here. We didn't see that yet, and that can have two reasons. The first reason would be the more bearish count, which I don't consider as too likely. We can say this was an 1, 2, 3. Now is the 4 of the C wave, and we see a 5 of the C wave and come up from there. But as you can see, this would be such a large wave 4 of C that it would be even larger than the B wave itself. So that's why for me it's not the most likely count. I would actually go with the option that the low is in if we go above this resistance, because if we assume that this is a wave 4, this should not go above the 50% retracement level anyways, because if we consider this as a wave 4, it should not go above the 50% retracement level of this possible wave 3. And as you can see, that's perfectly our resistance here at the 0.328 US cents. If we go consistently above that, we can consider that a low might is in. Until now, this was not too impulsive, but it can of course become impulsive. We saw a small impulse here, a correction down, another small impulse, another correction down. So this could be in the most bullish option 2-on-2 setups in a row. So this would now be a 3, then we see a 4, a 5 and another 4 and another 5 because we had 2-1-2 setups as well. So that would actually be my primary scenario. As you can see, I've highlighted this as a wave C of 2 bottom anyways already in yesterday's video. So that's the option I would go right now with. And if we take a look at how big this bounce should become at the end, this should be a big wave 3. We need several of those 1-2 setups at the beginning anyway. Otherwise, this bounce cannot become as big as it needs to be to reach our target. So what we are doing here is considered to be a possible bottom in my opinion. However, this is no financial advice, it's just my opinion. And as you can see, my strategy worked out very well. In the past, you can check out all of my recent YouTube videos. I was following exactly this scenario since a very long time period already. If you don't want to miss out on that in the future, you can leave a subscription down below the video, activate the small little bell, and of course, if you enjoy this video, smash up the like button. It supports me and this channel and helps me to reach out to more people. So that's practically my expectation right now. We should see a bounce from here or make another low in this target region and move up from there. That's why I don't have a stop loss which is too tight. My liquidation price is yeah, a good step below the 30 US dollar cents, because I don't think we are coming below that point anymore. Yeah, it's my personal opinion. Right now, it's absolutely too early to confirm anything. Yeah, the best possible confirmation would now be that we move above this wave 1 high. Yeah, because then we have a 5-wave move towards the upside, a 3-wave move down, and the confirmation is that we really rise above this wave 1 high. Yeah, and if we are seeing this, yeah, then we are following most likely the right wave count. My trading plan is to keep this position open until we reach the next bigger target, which is here around about the 60 US dollar cents. So you can see a really strong move, which I'm expecting here. So that's as well a reason why we can go here with 2 1-2 setups in a row, yeah, because we need that anyway to reach the targets. Let's now have a look at Ethereum as well. And yeah, it's practically the same situation. What we got since the low was in, or the possible low is in, is not too impulsive yet. We can clearly not count any impulse which is done yet, but it can develop into one. We can right now say, okay, it was an ABC, so this was a correction, and we see a 5th wave of the wave C. But then, as you can see, we would have to consider that this is an ending diagonal in a wave C, which is possible. And we would need to say that this has been a 1, 2, 3. We are now in the 4 of C as well, and we see one last dip, which comes into the target area, and we move up from there. But don't be too surprised if we are getting the breakout straight from here. I would say the very good first indication that a low is in here for Ethereum would be a break above this resistance line, then retest it from above as support, and then rise from there further. In my perspective, that would be considered as very bullish, because that, yeah, rises the likelihood that this wave 2 is already done and this wave C has been in. Yeah, so until we haven't seen a breakout above this channel, above this downward sloping resistance line, we need to at least keep in the back mind that we can come down once more in this target area. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Let's now have a look at the Bitcoin chart, and there, as you can see, we didn't really retrace any further in the C wave. So this would practically be a very, very, very short second wave. And yeah, I think it is, of course, possible. It would not go against any rules. It's just not the most likely option. Yeah, just that you get me right, because we can assume that this has been an A, B, C, and it's very, very bullish. We straight found support here on the upper side of this support and resistance zone, which I provided you with earlier already. But as you can see, it's a very shallow wave 2, which is not the most likely option. But then I can also show you the target which we would have for the 3rd wave, and it would be, yeah, perfectly here, the 34,000 US dollar level. And yeah, I would say actually the wave 2 low might is in. We have no confirmation for it yet, but if we move above this wave 1 high, this would be for me personally the confirmation that the wave 2 low is in, and we are getting a very, very strong bounce in the 3rd wave from here. Yeah? So yeah, it's a possible long position setup in my opinion, but even if we are seeing one more low here, it would as well be a very nice long opportunity. Yeah? So that you need to keep in mind as well, because the usual retracement zone for a wave 2 is actually between the 50% and the 61.8% retracement, which is down there. But it's also easily possible that the wave 2 retraces only to the 38.2% retracement level, which we did in this case. Yeah? But I think the likelihood of this happening is approximately 13 or 14%. Yeah? So practically the likelihood of us landing here between the 50 and the 61.8% retracement is something about 74%. Then we have approximately 11, 12, 13% here for the 38.2 retracement level, and again 13, 14% likelihood for this 78.6 retracement. Yeah, so we didn't reach the optimum target, but it's definitely possible to go with this wave count, especially because we reached as well targets for other altcoins. So that's why probably the whole market can turn around, but we have no confirmation for it yet. So let's now have a look at the Q&T chart as well. And there you can see I'm following still my primary expectation. I didn't change that one single time. I'm analyzing Q&T since approximately the beginning of January, and I straight provided you with two target areas. The first one is up here, which we reached perfectly, got rejected from there, and we are now on the way to the next target area, which is the target of the wave C, and sits between the 80 and the 95 US dollar level. And I personally expect a strong bounce to the upside from there. Of course, technically we can move up from here, but for me, it's absolutely no good risk-reward ratio. So practically in any second or any day, we can fall from here in this target area. And that's why I would not like to open a long trade here, because practically you risk any second that you make minus 40%, minus 30%. Practically that's the reason why I'm not scaling in QNT. Anyways, even if the whole market is turning towards the upside from here, I personally expect here this target area. If we are not reaching it, then I will continue trading other altcoins and not necessarily QNT. But if we reach it, it's a very, very good entry position in my opinion, because there you have a very good risk reward ratio. Just in comparison, the upside potential towards the downside potential here, I personally, if I will enter here, I will set a very close stop loss. Practically, I will risk around about 10% with this trade, but I have the opportunity to gain around about 400, 500% profits, even without the leverage. If you like this video, if you enjoyed this content, smash up the like button, leave a subscription down below the video, activate the small little bell, and thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your support, and I hope we will see each other in the next video here on this channel. Ciao, ciao.